Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. Before we head out to the course, let's create your golfer. Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour, the exclusive home of major, powered by official PGA Tour ShotLink. And as your golf game improves, so does your. The tee is yours at 30 of the world. Customize your experience by select your gameplay preferences here. That's it. Now take a minute to look around or select Quick Play to get out to the course.
Now from the South Pacific and the island nation of New Zealand, EA Sports so proud to welcome you to Taraiti Golf Club in our continuing coverage of the world of golf. With the native son of New Zealand, one of the Kiwi golfing legends, Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner. Frank, this oasis of a golf course opened back in 2015, so it wasn't around when you were rolling through this country's amateur events, but what are a couple of keys to playing well here?
Fighting the conditions. New Zealand's renowned for having 4 seasons in a day, so if you think you're going to be playing dome-like conditions, you're not. But the course is built for that, so just embrace a little bit of a wind change, maybe during the course of the day. Be very aware where it's coming from, because that's really what you have to negotiate.
Issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. A very makeable 8-footer for birdie. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. Up next, a par 5 as we reach the 5th hole. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. Just want to get this into a good approach range, or second to the par 5. Okay, that's a good, safe play. Get it back out into the fairway. Get some distance if you can, and gets it to try and make a good third on this par 5. And that will make it onto the putting surface, but ultimately, not a real good shot. Yeah, that's not an easy lag putt. That's going to come up a bit short. Oh, you hate to miss from that distance. You can see the frustration building. That is not a great putt there. Oh, time to move on to the next hole. On to the 7th. Oh, not holding back. This is a big swing.
It's a slow start, and you can blame it on the short game.
And that is not the worst shot in the world, but obviously could have been better.
Certainly. Definitely hoping to try and get inside 3 feet, but it's a little outside that.
Eight-foot putt here. Oh, what's happened on this hole already? That is just not fair. 13th hole coming up. It is a par 4. Gonna have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad. Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left. This golf course playing tough today. They're at 7 over. So that's the story from magical Taraiti. And now, Frank, I've heard about your homeland for so long. People telling me you have to. Now, from one of golf's newest jewels in the Pacific Northwest, EA Sports proudly welcomes you to Bandon Dunes Golf Resort on the central coast of Oregon. Alongside PGA Tour winner Frank Navalo, I'm Rich Lerner. And today, Frank, our competitors will be squaring off in match play. What would you draw upon when you played in a competition like this?
Momentum swings, Rich. Sometimes you generate them, sometimes you're on the receiving end. But just really be conscious of when that pendulum is flowing and which direction it's going.
Okay, a friendly bounce there, and that will make its way onto the putting surface. Pretty comfortable spot here for birdie to win the hole. Nah, that's a bit timid, and that's got to leave him a lot more than he'd like. Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. That one looking a little right. No issues here. That is into the fairway.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. This is a 13-footer. A little tentative there, and that'll come up short. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. Oh boy, that has started way left. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay the third.
143 yards left to the hole, pin in the back.
That's a good shot out of the rough. Really controlled the lack of spin out of the grass. Ball didn't jump either, so did not go over the green.
an outside look here for birdie. Oh, how about a beauty there. It is in for a birdie. A little too much roll on the back end there, and this is going to wind up diving into the heavy stuff. Pretty shaggy lie here as he'll try to muster up something for his second. That might have been okay if it stayed in that thinner rough, but I think this popped into that deeper area. And we'll have to see here. It looked like that ball hopped from the lighter rough into the heavier stuff. This is an 11-foot putt. Okay, time to start playing a little catch-up, and it's going to take a few more shots like that, but that one will help. Little bit of an awkward distance for this, his second.
Oh, boy. Far from a good shot, that.
Lengthy putt here of 27 feet. Oh dear, that looks thick in there. Got to be focused on keeping the club moving here. A second to the par 3. Anything close will do. This for par to win the hole. close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. So a tough hole, and it's in for bogey at 12. Oh dear, that ball is going to be beyond the white stakes, and that will be considered out of bounds. Well, the good news is that the bag's going to get a little lighter for the caddy, but that is a second consecutive tee shot that is ruled out of bounds. To where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank. Time to pick up and move on. And that'll do it. A good battle here, gonna come to an end. Alongside Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner for EA Sports. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye for now. From scenic Lighthouse Point here on the rugged coast of Maine, this is EA Sports' continuing coverage of the world of golf. With Frank Nobilo by my side, I'm Rich Lerner. Frank, as weekend golfers know, there's always part of your game that you're focused on, so I'll ask the question, what are you going to be looking at here today?
Tee to green, Rich. I know people always say putting's important. I'm not going to say it's overrated, but tee to green, if you want to play good golf day in, day out, fairways greens, that's the secret.
Okay, a friendly bounce there, and that will make its way onto the putting surface. A birdie opportunity at 2, and Nota Begay is down there.
And players have a option to take less break by increasing the speed here.
Nope. So close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par. And that is not the spot to be. It'll take some effort from this buried lie, but a chance now to still reach this green in 2.
Oh, huge mistake. That's motored on by.
You could see that grass just kind of grab the club face, and that's going to wind up just okay. Nope, didn't get it, didn't hit it. 17-foot putt here. In for bogey, now sitting at 2 over for the round.
Oh, this is straight at it.
It is a really good line. That one safely on the putting surface. After the great tee shot, this for birdie. Well, this game's simple when you hit him in that close. A wonderful tee shot, and that is finished off for an easy birdie. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. Yes, well done there. And back to even par now on the day. Yeah, very good shot, taking it in right of the hole, and a good look upcoming. Oh, right by the hole. The longer putts, you don't mind as much. The short ones, they tend to sting. Oh, no. Where was that going? Two over for the day. Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. Look here at birdie.
And these are the putts you drill when you're on the putting green before the round. This should have a good chance to go in.
Slow down. Okay, that'll run about 4 feet by. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's in for par here at the 9th. And that's going to be a 1 over score of 36 on this outward 9. Yeah, that will get a little bit of run. That will be just fine.
Second shot. Good look at the green.
and that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. That is crafty right there. A beautiful putt, and the result is a birdie. All right, in the fairway. That one just gonna sneak on by. Yep, good putt there to finish it off. It is a bogey though, and that score will drop to +3.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Oh my goodness, woefully short on that putt. This is a 9-footer. Yeah, that's a good putt there to save her par here at 18. And that's going to wrap up our 18 holes of golf. So, partner, as always, I enjoyed it. Watching golf, calling golf. Let's do it again soon.
We got the best seat in the house, Rich.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Notable Gay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You EA Sports, so proud to bring you continuing coverage of the world of golf, today from the spectacular Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. Alongside Frank Novelo, I'm Rich Lerner, and partner, you and I have called a lot of rounds of golf through the years. I know there's always something that piques your interest. How about today?
Rich, every day brings you a chance to do something special. And when we get to sit in this perch, that's what I look for. And I don't want to see the head going down. I want to see that every single shot is a chance to do something special. That could be a chip. Maybe the chip goes in. Maybe it's a 30-footer that goes in. Maybe a drive gets rifled down the fairway. Do something special.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5, Frank. Got everything out of that.
Yeah, it did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
"11 feet away. The line perfect there, and that's in for a birdie.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. A birdie try on the second green, and with that, we welcome four-time winner on the PGA Tour, Nota Begay.
All you have to do is start this on line and let the slope do its thing. I don't see a lot of movement in it.
So just getting started, even par so far. Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. Safely out of the bunker, but still a little bit of work left. I think you'd like to see that a little closer. Don't be short. Just another couple of turns, Frank. Okay, third putt's the charm, but it's going to make for a rather untidy 5 here at the par 3. And you saw that one kick up some sand. It is indeed in the bunker. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Didn't trust the read there, and that's going to cost him. So a drop shot right there, and now at 1 over par for the day. Oh, that is right and way offline. Oh, that gets the cart path. Problems worsening here at the par 5. Well, I know I'm paid to talk, but there's not really much to say about that. Best to just move on to the next shot. Gonna have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. Okay, not too bad there. Not in gimme range, but a good chance to possibly walk away only down a stroke. Oh my goodness. Time to just pick up and move on to the next hole. And that will do just fine. And that'll do just fine. 8 feet now for birdie. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that, in for a par. Boy, just far too strong with a tee shot there, and this winds up flying the green. This gonna be her second shot now at the par 3.
It is A game of touch, and it is evidence right there when your touch is out. What a difference it makes. That ball went a long way past.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Nah, might have stared at that one too long. You know, sometimes you just got to go with your gut. Okay, so this green posing problems here. It is a 3-putt 5 here at the par 3. Yeah, just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. The approach here at 14, what do you like, Frank?
Well, it's a dogleg right to left, and the green is also shaped that way, Rich, so it suits a draw off the tee, and it's going to suit a draw coming in. And that draw you're going to get by virtue of the fairway that slopes from right to left, which encourages that shape of shot. And you should be able to use the natural contours of this green. You work it out, you're going to be rewarded.
Okay, well, that is on the green, but apparently just too difficult to get enough loft on it out of the bunker, and that winds up well beyond the hole. Nah, the pace was okay, but that needed to be started a bit further out to the right. Okay, well, a 5 with wedge in hand hurts, that's for sure, as that'll wind up a bogey. And that's certainly not what you have in mind standing on the tee box. That never had a chance of hitting the green. Oh, and that runs out of gas far too early. That is not where you want to leave the golf ball. Okay, so after a strong front side, things not quite as rosy on the back. That one in for double bogey. What a day of golf we saw out there today, Frank. It was a lot of fun.
Wolf Creek is just an amazing experience, Rich. To imagine that they could build a
From just outside of Geneva, Switzerland, EA Sports coverage of the world of golf brings us to scenic Lac Le Mans and the Evian Resort Golf Club. Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lerner. We will check in with Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we move along, but I'm pleased, as always, to be joined in the 18th tower by a man who won 15 times around the world, Frank Nobilo. And Frank, looking forward to what should be a fun afternoon of golf.
Yeah, very much so, Rich. When you've waited all morning, those afternoon rounds are a little special, aren't they? I'm really looking, though, for today to see if they come out of the gates nice and quick. That's for sure. I know the finish here is always important, but get out of the gates quick and then see if you can finish the job this afternoon.
Well, that is perfect, right down the middle, and what a nice way to get the day started. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Hello, Rich, and what a treat it is to be out on this wonderful course in Evian. An excellent angle to come in here at the first from the left-hand side. It's a tricky two-tiered green. It can catch you out off the tee, definitely. Very tricky to come in from there because of those branches.
I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
That's going to leak out to the right and trickle away. Not the right read there. So an inauspicious start. The missed par putt from close range leads to an opening 5. Here comes a second now from right of the green. This is a 13-footer. That's what these greens can do to you. They make you see things that just aren't there, and that one slides by. Boy, a quick fall back to earth here at the second. This is not a scorecard you see often. Eagle at number 1, and then a double bogey at 2. Yeah, very good shot, taking it in right of the hole, and a good look upcoming. 8 feet remaining here for birdie. Oh, maybe a misread there, and that curls by to the left. Oh, no. Now, from one of the oldest of all English seaside clubs, EA Sports welcomes you to Royal Liverpool in our continuing coverage of the world of golf. With Frank Nobilo, 15 times a winner around the world, I'm Rich Lerner. And Frank, you're a veteran of 3 President's Cup teams on the international side, so you know a thing or two about match play, and that's what we have in store for us here today.
Yeah, match play is, I always think it's a fun format, but I think one of the big mistakes people make is they think they have to play too well. You're only playing one player, not the whole field. So sometimes a par's good enough.
That might have been okay if it stayed in that thinner rough, but I think this popped into that deeper area. Okay, so good work there to get this back out into the short grass.
And really, this is not a bad spot to be, just a little short of the green. Certainly not out of the question to get away with a par.
Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. Oh, a miss there. That is way right. Ooh, and this is not good. That ball gonna be unplayable. It is ruled out of bounds. And that is going to be another one. So a second straight ball off the tee, going to be lost and out of bounds. Now, from the home of the PGA Tour and the host of its flagship tournament, the Players' Championship, EA Sports welcomes you to the first coast of Florida and TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner, pleased to be joined here in the booth by my partner, Frank Nobilo. And Frank, so much talk about when you look at this course as a whole, but what are the must-dos when you play a track like this?
Try and keep the ball in the fairway, because Pete Dye, I mean, he did a great job of trying to deceive you off the tee. A lot of the times, you know, you think the trouble's on the right when really it's on the left. It's another one too, stock plenty of golf balls, but home of the PGA Tour and always worth a quick 18 holes.
Now from a little less than 200 yards, this a second to the par 5. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
This will be a 14-foot putt here. not a problem. That's in for birdie, and that score moves to 2 under par.
It's been good driving so far. That ball bounces into the rough, so just the first fairway miss to date.
Well, that's why on this golf course, Frank, there is a premium on hitting fairways.
You're exactly right. Might be also protecting against a fly, but that did anything other than fly.
Oh, it doesn't hurt to leave it short when you do that. Well done. That is a birdie from off the green. As picturesque as they come, that is right down the middle. Second shot now from right at 100 yards. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.
Birdied the previous 2 holes and looking to keep the momentum. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, though.
That is such a tough bunker to try and navigate. That's onto the green, but still a tricky distance coming up. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that one finished off, but it is a double bogey.
It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe two. Decent swing, don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot. Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Not an ideal result. They're hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. Ooh, that's got a little bit more movement than you think, and that'll slide on by. Well, not to be. A disappointing two-hole stretch there. Another double bogey, and that's 4 shots surrendered in just 2 holes. From scenic Lighthouse Point here on the rugged coast of Maine, this is EA Sports' continuing coverage of the world of golf. Rich Lerner here in the tower. I'll be joined by Frank Nobilo in just a moment, but they're already at the tee and ready to get this match started. We lost this one to the left.
And that is not a fairway hit. It's definitely gone into the rough. Certainly not the start everybody was expecting.
Nah, just caught it fat out of the rough. Never had a chance of reaching, and now it is time to regroup and try to escape with a par. And this not a distance you practice all that often with your bunker shots. This one's tracking on a very good line. Look out. Oh, what a save. That had bogey written all over it for sure, but a long one goes down to save par at the opening hole. That one flirting with the left edge of the fairway.
That had to be in the rough the whole way. One more bounce back on the fairway.
So can he capitalize on the break here? His second from the short grass. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's the trouble with a short chip like this. Tough to get it to stop, Frank.
Once it got that little bit of momentum, Rich, you could certainly tell it was going to race right on by.
And that one just gets knocked down by the breeze, and it'll wind up short of the green. Now chipping up to the putting surface for this, his second shot. And that ball definitely slowed up a bit. It'll wind up coming down in the heavy rough. This will be the fourth shot now coming out of the bunker. EA Sports and the PGA Tour, so proud to bring you continuing coverage of the world of golf. Rich Lerner joined up in the booth by Frank Nobilo. Frank, there's nothing like it early tee time to get the adrenaline flowing.
And also, too, the golf course is perfect. Less divots. You don't see any sort of marks on the green. Greens are going to putt beautifully. And there's also, the course is a little bit softer. It's got the moisture from overnight. And also, you know, when they've cut the golf course, there's that really green, fresh smell, like it's brand new.
This one's starting a little left off the tee. And that'll come to rest in the left side of the fairway, and a good shot to get things rolling. Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short. Ah, good soft hands. That is nicely done. Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there.
21-foot putt, set to go.
No, that's not going to get there. That is a tough distance to get right. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. She finishes this hole strong, but she's still going to walk off here with a bogey. Yeah, very good shot, taking it in right of the hole, and a good look upcoming. Yeah, walk that one right in. That's a good putt. And it's in for a birdie. Ooh, that started well right. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. 18-footer. Ah, beautifully done right there. That's how you keep good rounds going. A terrific putt to save par.
Well, that was 50-50 off the tee. Rough, fairway? I guess it was more than 50-50. Fairway's fine.
All right, that's a good shot from there. Home and 2 on the par 5. Landed it on the green, wasn't able to get it to stop from that far away. Just on the fringe, and an outside chance at making an eagle here. Now this for another birdie. Oh, there's the surgeon's touch right there. Well done to run that in for a birdie. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Sizable putt from 16 feet. Oh, what a putt right there. The speed was spot on. Just a fraction offline or that would have gone down. Let one get away right there. That is a really frustrating bogey 5 at the 12th. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. And that will not even stay on the green. It is going to finish up on the fringe and a long way from home.
For such a short chip shot, and now a long putt for par.
Ah, beautifully done right there. That's how you keep good rounds going. A terrific putt to save par. Now this, her second into this par 3.
Had to take the boxing gloves off on that one. No touch whatsoever, and this is a long, long putt coming back.
From about 8 feet. Yeah, that's a good putt. Unfortunately, it is going to bring an end to this bogey-free round, as that's going to wind up being the first drop shot.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
We're a couple of blocks off of famed Sunset Boulevard at historic Riviera Country Club in Pacific Palisades, California. With Frank Navalo up here in the tower, I'm Rich Lerner, and Frank, Riviera is undoubtedly special. From the Hollywood vibe to the history that Hogan made here, there are a few places that can match Riviera.
It's just a straight-out great golf course. George Thomas, the great designer, did a phenomenal job here. It's hard to criticise a single hole on this golf course, and you referenced Hogan. This is one of the many places that is called Hogan's Alley. And yet the little quirk of fate at Riviera is neither Nicklaus or Woods ever won around here.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Ooh, that's where the wayward previous shot will cost you. Failed to reach the green from the rough, and now it's time to scramble. Not going to be easy. Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. Okay, that a good putt, but too late to save par. She'll walk off here with a bogey. She's starting this one toward the right. Oh, and it's a narrow fairway here at 3, but that'll be in a great spot. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
She's left herself with 109 yards, coming off a bogey on the previous hole. Gotta get it back here. Gap wedge coming in with just a bit too much heat. Gonna end up just beyond the flag.
In my book, that's a good shot. You could really aim at the middle of just about every single green. If you did it all day long, some of those would finish up close, and you'd have plenty of birdie putts.
Yeah, not quite enough pace, but that's pretty good. So the birdie, not to be, and she'll brush that in for her par. And that winds up way left. That's going to leave a very awkward distance to somehow try to save par.
Just a little over-ambitious on that chip shot. It just sailed past.
A good 20-footer here. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. She finishes this hole strong, but she's still going to walk off here with a bogey. Okay, that's safely aboard, and it would appear that this is going to be a straightforward putt with no interference from that bunker, thank goodness. Yeah, good bounce back par there. Still time to get this round turned around, and that won't hurt a bit. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Second shot, good look at the green.
The mark of a good player is always one that can hit it hole high. That's a good shot.
Yeah, maybe a little defensive there, as that'll come up short. So close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful look at the ninth with the clubhouse in the background, but players beware, severely uphill. Whatever club you select, add one more.
This one has a chance to be close.
She's going to like that. That was a great strike, and well, more evidence. That ball's close. Great shot.
Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the ninth. And that means that is a disappointing 40 on the front side, 5 over par. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow-through, and a good start to this hole. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
137 is the number and the pin right at the back.
Inexcusable.
Feet from the bottom of the cup. Yeah, well, that'll end the run of birdies, but it is a good save of par right there.
Yes, sir, that's well done.
Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
A little further right, a little further up. That would have been close.
That didn't need much more, but it does come up just about a foot short. Still in search of that first birdie on the round and running out of holes, but that's in for par. and this is going to be in the short grass just off to the left. Now, from left of the green, a second. This is a 16-footer. All right, another shot lost. That's in for bogey, and the score dips to +9. Frank, pleasure as always. I'm sure we've got lots more rounds to look forward to.
Yeah, well done, Rich. We fooled them again.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner.